So this video will be about the yak hunting. As you can see, I'm standing here a bit south of the Serendia Western Gateway, about southeast of the Primal Giant Post. This is a lesser known spot, I have a feeling it is. So yeah, it's almost never competed. So you just want to park your horse here. The yaks will kill your horse quite quickly if you bring it too close, and it's really difficult to remount your horse. So you just want to leave it here as it is outside of the range of the horses. So you want to sprint over this way and about here. So there's two areas for the yaks. You have one to the left and one to the right here. I always just throw down my tent about here. Yeah, the tent is a really useful one. It's quite necessary for hunting, as you can always repair your gear on the go. So you want to repair everything you have just as an insurance, and then you want to... So yeah, the gear we're gonna use today, or at least that's always the gear I'm using, is the mastery accessories and the hunter clothes. So these will boost my mastery up to over 900, so you have the high grade rare resources. You want to use a +10 artisan matchlock, which is before the new area the highest damage matchlock. So you normally need professional 10 or up, but if you look at the hunting mastery, you can see that when you have 400 plus you can use this one as well, even though you don't have professional. So let's say you're apprentice, you can still use it if you just boost your mastery. So the potions you're gonna need for hunting these are the elixir of strong shock, the exquisite cron meal, if you can get that one. It's quite expensive one, but this one is still from the event, and the elixir of flowing wind. Then you can use a flowing time one for extra life experience. So this one will boost your critical hit, and this one will boost your critical hit. Also this one will boost your attack speed, and this one will boost your attack speed. So when you have those active, you will see that you have maximum attack speed. So let's just turn them on. That one, and then you have to wait a bit. But as you can already see, I don't even need the flowing wind one at the moment, because my attack speed and my critical hit are at max levels, so that's the ones you really should care about. Also for hunting you need a butcher knife. I have the duster one, as the butchering mastery doesn't really impact the drops. So just get a cheap one which you can repair, which is the most important one. Otherwise you have to carry around a lot of butcher knife, which get really expensive after a while. So yeah, the yak, I will show the attack pattern of the yak first before we go for a clean kill. So you just have to equip the hunting matchlock and reload. So when you first attack the yak, it will run up to you and it will do a charge attack kind of. So it means he comes running towards you and he will go through you. If you step aside, you can just easily dodge it. You can just step aside like this if you had enough distance while firing your first 3 shots. So let's just do that. Also, if you kneel, so you increase your range. So for, let's say, I cannot attack him here yet, but if I kneel like this and I attack, the yak will not register those shots. As you can see, it's just regenerating back up. So you have to do all of this while standing. We'll still take the max standing range. So like here, you can see he's coming towards you. You can just step aside, dodge most of the damage. And as you can see, his attack is a stomp attack, so he will jump up and down, and if you dodge that, you will not get any damage. He also has a back attack, which will make him kick out his hooves, so you're not completely safe when you stand at the back. Also, a good thing about yaks is you can manipulate their attacking pattern. So for example, like right here, I'm standing and he will just switch to that side. If I just wait a bit and switch and switch, so you can just dodge most of his attacks. So what you want to do If you do not have maximum attack speed, you want to shoot, step around, 2 shots, reload, just 1 shot, and just keep going like that, and you should be able to dodge most of his attacks. Sometimes his range is a bit strange, as you can see there. He stomps down, I'm far out, but I still get hit a little bit. The damage isn't really high, so it doesn't really matter. So before you start gathering, you want to make sure you have all your pets out, with the hedgehog being the most important one. The other ones are just for some extra experience. They don't really matter, but the extra experience is always nice. And this one triggers a double gather, or has the possibility to trigger a double gather, so that's always good. So then you can just loot it, and as you can see, when I've looted it, you will get some yak meat, some hides, and some blood, and also some experience. The yaks are, in my opinion, very valuable, as their meat is 9.5k, as you can see at the market price, which is not completely accurate, but that's about what it goes for. The hide is 8.1 at the moment, and the blood is 11.8. So as you can see, I get quite a lot of materials per, so if you would do a calculation, it's about maybe 300k for this one. I'm not completely sure, my math isn't the best at this go. So you've killed this first one, that's always the one I start the pattern with. Then I just run up there, and as you can see, there's another one here. So you just shoot this one, do the same as you did. As you can see there, you can charge a bit to the side, which makes some of them a bit difficult, because you will lose life, and which will cause you to have to regenerate again. So there we go. Killed it. Then you just gather it up, and you run to the next one. So after that one, I go down here. I will take that one. After that one, I will take that one. I just run down, kill that one. I will run back up, shoot the one here on the right, take the one on the left, and go for this one here behind the trees. At that moment you will get back at your tent and you will be able to repair. And by that time the one over there should have respawned once you finish the complete pattern. So that's about how you do this. I'm gonna run away a bit to de-aggro the yaks. So let's have a look, this one should de-aggro quite soon. Well, this one's going out quite far, so let's just have another go for a run. Like that, so we can go back to the place. So when they attack you and you want to be in your tent, they will cancel out your repair, so you have to time that real quickly. If you're getting attacked and you do need to repair while getting attacked. But otherwise, when you've completed the round, you can just sit there and repair and heal up if you need to. I'm choosing the Shy to hunt on because you have the regeneration skills, the E and the Shift E, as a quick heal. So you do have to have these equipped, and you just heal back up. And then you can go for another round, starting with this, and you just loop around again. So I found that these yaks they take some time to kill because you have to get a bit lucky with the critical hits. You have to get a bit lucky with these yaks because you have to get the critical hits out. Also, it's recommended to put the Black Spirit Rage on because it's always useful to have the Black Spirit Rage on. You can trigger it off just to make sure you don't use it when he's almost down, like almost dead. But with the Black Spirit Rage shot and with the critical hits, you can basically take him out in about 7 shots. So the experience per hour will be a bit lower than at Feather Wolves. They do drop a little bit more of experience, but because you kill them at a much slower rate, you will get a lot less experience, but they will be a lot more money because the quantity that one drops in items is a lot higher and the items are a lot more valuable as well. So whereas at the Wolves you get about 15 or 20 meat per, which is the only real resource that counts, here you will get about 20-25 of the meat, which has the same value, but then you also have the blood and the hides, which drop at a very frequent... you also have the blood and the hide, which will just drop at a large quantity. So after an hour, you should have about 2,000 to 3,000 of these. When you have that, well, it's gonna be quite some money. So you can just keep going here for a while and just sell all the stuff at the marketplace. If you have your campsite as well, you can go to the storage and you can store another 200 LT in there. So you can just get some extra runs out before you have to get back. Also with the yaks, if you look at the energy consumption while hunting the yaks, you will see that you won't really run out of energy ever if you have the Silver Blessing running. Because you gather quite slowly on these, you don't use that much energy, and your energy will recover faster than you're really using, so you can just stay here indefinitely, basically.